welcome to Horror Hangout Reacts.
It's
It's a bloody bonus-ode.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what Luke decided he wanted to call it, a bonus-ode. Maybe we should put it in the title of the video as well. What, bonus-ode or boner-sode?
Depends how much you like the trailer, doesn't it?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's how you rate. That's how you rate these reactions. Was that a bonus-ode or a bonus-ode?
Rated by arousal. I mean, most of the movies we're watching trailers for are horror movies with like murders. So
they're all arousing.
So they're all arousing. That's without.
Oh, he zagged when he thought he was going to zig there. Well done.
Very, very interesting. So we're gonna I sounded really sarcastic. I'm sorry. So we're gonna react to the trailer for Scream, not Scream 1 from 1996. That would be silly and way out of date. Come on, guys. Not Scream 2, not Scream 3, not Scream 4. And
not Scream 6, that'd be too many.
Scream 6 would be crazy. But not even Scream 5. It's just called Scream. A lot of people saying, oh, they missed a trick by not putting a 5 instead of an S. But I kind of that would have been a bit 80s, I feel.
5 cream? No.
Exactly. 5 cream. How many creams do you want in your coffee? I'll have
5, please.
5 cream, please.
It's a hard-hitting documentary about type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, don't have 5 creams in there, mate. That'd be ridiculous. The spoon would be sticking up in the coffee. Disgusting.
Yeah. Remember when Halloween came out in 2018 and everyone was like, why did they call it The Shape? That would have been a good sort of semi-sequel name to it. I feel like they could have done something like that, like the Ghostface Ghost. No, that's not a very good name.
Ghostface goes to Hollywood. Ghostface rides again. Back in the not habit, back in the sort of cloak.
Yeah.
Back in the cloak. How many of these have we had? So obviously there's Scream, Halloween, Candyman, like the remakes that are just essentially the same name, even though Candyman is a sequel and this is a sequel. That's what I meant. Lots. Obviously it's the thing to do. The cool, hip thing to do.
Yeah. Yep.
It's probably because if you're sending what film you're going to see in an old style like telegram, you'll pay less money, pay less letters to get typed out.
It's true.
It's true. Just for those 4 people on planet Earth left, take it doing telegrams. Do you reckon there's as many as that?
I think you've overestimated how many people.
Yeah, but there's got to be one person sending a telegram to another. So at least I've tried to make at least two.
And a third person that's running the telegram office that's charging them.
Is he still on the payroll? I digress. So Scream.
It's not like us.
The 2022 Scream movie, informally known as Scream 5, it says here on Wikipedia. I mean, who's informally? That's weird. It's an upcoming American meta-slasher film that serves as the 5th installment of the Scream film series, directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett. I think they're the directors of Ready or Not. Is that correct?
Oh, Radio Silence. That's their nickname, isn't it? They do some of the VHS segments.
Yeah, that's right.
Well.
Those guys, yeah. That's their
they are the directors of Ready or Not, they're right.
Maybe we need to come up with a name to describe all 3 of us together.
Horror Hangout. Directed by Horror Hangout.
Oh, I mean, it's a bit on the nose, but I like it. I like it. So, so this is coming out January the 14th, I believe. Looks like everybody's back. Everybody who's not dead, at least, or maybe people we thought were dead are going to be back as well.
Is Doofy back?
Doofy's back, yeah. Doofy's back, looking all grizzled, and we'll see in the trailer, all right?
All right.
You still got a landline. It's 2021.
But she's done the 2021. See?
She's doing some texting.
Answer it! Answer! See, would that be scary?
This
I feel like
funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
That's what Jigsaw says, not Ghostface.
Oh, maybe he's riffing.
Doors unlocked.
Central lock-in.
All doors locked.
Central locking on your house. We do live in the future.
Doors unlocked.
I just felt like I'd accidentally pocket dial, unlock my house, put the oven on. Oh, there he is. Or she.
Don't assume it's gender, Ben, or her. There.
Hello?
It's happening.
There he is.
Attacks so far.
Do you have a gun?
Quite grizzled.
Playing with a
Sidney
Hoover.
Prescott, of course. I have a
He says attacks rather than murders.
Something about this one just
Yeah.
feels different.
Recognize that guy.
Samantha, I know who you are.
I've been through this a lot.
This is your life.
Just move
now,
away,
which
wouldn't you?
means
Just
that
go to
whoever this
Hawaii
is
or
is
something.
keep coming for you.
You ready for this?
Do, 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 do.
Is that the Scream
There's
house?
certain
Like
rules
Stu's
to
house?
surviving.
The attacks were all on people related to the original killers.
I like how their eyes have moved into
Whoever
those
is linked
violin
to our
stems.
Yeah.
It's pulled us all back here.
Have they all
I
taken
won't
place in
sleep until he's
Woodsboro?
in the ground.
All of them.
Yeah, I think so. Oh,
Yeah, Weathers was screaming. Does that mean? Do we? It is the house, isn't it? It is.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
It's an honor. Interesting.
That's the noise. Their eyes are like amazing. It's squeaky eye joints.
I hope. I hope that happens in the movie every time someone looks. Yeah. I mean, it does just look like a modern Scream. I guess it's to be expected, isn't it?
more Scream.
Yeah, it's also doing that Halloween thing where this time they ain't taking no funny business and again are like trying to fight back that kind of Laurie Strode thing.
Yeah.
It feels like it's very much trying to do the Halloween thing.
I guess it's
which-
like with an updated slasher movie. Like, where can you take it? I mean, sequels and additional films tend to like up the body count or up the brutality of it, and then like people start fighting back. That's kind of like where it goes. But also, like, it seems like whoever the killer is obviously going to be some sort of fan of Sidney's in a way, because he said it's an honor. I don't know if that bit then was just going to be a bit from the phone that they've just overlaid there, because surely that kind of reveals that it's a male.
Yeah, you're not going to get like looking at that trailer and all of the like there must have been like half a dozen at least action beats with the leg stomp and the fire and everything like that. I think it's a quite well put together trailer that I feel it might be misleading. I don't feel like I know exactly how everything's going to play out from that one.
I've heard, and I wouldn't be surprised that there are red herrings in the trailer, which is it's kind of a good thing, but also people do get annoyed when they say that one in the trailer. It's one of those trailers I wouldn't want to watch, like pausing it and skipping through every scene, because there was definitely loads of quick cuts at the end where it looked like it was close-ups of certain people and stuff. I don't want to quite.
You mean there's like YouTube videos just like 30 things you've missed from the first 5 frames of this film trailer?
Yeah, loads of red circles, little really pointing out every single detail here. I mean, in many ways, at its very heart and at its best, Scream was a really interesting take and commentary on what the genre was, right? Like, if you look at the commentary in Scream 1 in particular, and they've always looked at it, Scream 2 really delved into sequels. It might have lost that metaphor with 3, and then it regained some of it with 4, where it looked at those horror tropes again. It was the whole don't fuck with the original thing when you go do one of these sequels later on. Bearing in mind this is the second sequel they've done after a break. I wonder what they'll play with sort of narratively and in terms of the way that the presentation works this time round. If there's any group of directors that do it, like, I really enjoyed Ready or Not. I think it had a really nice style about it. I think it was really interestingly done. So I have faith that they will do something interesting, but I hope they do something interesting. I think the only way this film could really be a disappointment, more Scream for me, would be if it is nothing and it isn't ambitious.
Slasher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the meta slasher stuff I think that's the most fun I have with this franchise, is when it leans really heavily into that, and is very playful with that. I think when it becomes like standard by the numbers slasher movie, which it has done previously in the franchise.
Yeah.
I think it's then that I find it a bit boring, and also like I want a decent motive as well from the killer, because I think the motives. The first two
What
were
was
great.
the motive in the first one?
So the first one, old
Yeah.
Billy Loomis was annoyed that Sidney's mom had an affair with her dad, and that had split his family up
With his
effectively.
dad, yeah. And then her mum.
What was
then,
Matthew Lillard's involvement? Just wanted to get in on some fun.
It's just his mate. Yeah,
Just
just
his
bored.
mate, yeah.
Just bored
Which
teens.
one
There
of
are not
my
enough
mates-
youth centres.
Which one,
Throws
of
the
my,
four hose. Yeah.
which one of my mates is potentially a psychopath? Stu? He's over the top. Come on, mate. Do you fancy doing a bit of
Yeah.
murder? Yeah, why not?
And then number 2, it was Billy's mom, and then just a lunatic that she found on the internet.
Yeah, I think that was right. I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
Was number 3 her secret brother?
Yeah, I
Tim
think
Oliphant,
so.
Oliphant one.
I think
Yeah.
that is when it just gets ridiculous, when they're just going, actually, here's the real, like, I want a good motive, or like somebody hidden in plain sight with a good motive. I think that's always fun.
Right, it's time for bold predictions, guys, with no evidence, and we can be prepared to be wrong.
I should be good at this.
Is the killer going to be a new character or an old one?
It's gonna be Dewey.
Dewey.
It's gonna be
That's your prediction on the record, Ben.
it's gonna be Gail Weathers. I mean, it's not, but it's gonna be an existing character, I think, or it's gonna be
an existing character. Yeah.
It's obviously gonna be one of the new group. Do you mean an existing character that already is in the franchise, like a classic
One that we've
character?
one that we've already seen.
Yeah.
Or is it going to be a newbie?
I think it would be the Ghostface killer. Yeah.
The rapper from Wu-Tang Clan.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Ghostface killer.
Yeah.
I used to have the costume that I think I stretched it over, not physically stretched it, but I stretched wearing the costume over like 5 years.
A decade of Halloweens.
I want it back. I feel like I need it back.
It's going to be back. It's that and Squid Game's costumes this year's.
Yeah. I hope that in this one, in the first one, like he gets beat up like quite a lot. Like he smashes his face into door frames and gets punched in the balls all the time.
I did find something interesting actually on that note. Sorry, I won't interrupt that point because you can still finish it. But I found a website that kind of breaks down who was Billy and who was Stu in each scene. So because I always thought that the person was getting beat up a lot was definitely Stu. I always thought that.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. But apparently it's not 100%. But it's a really interesting read, and it's got like every Scream film. What were you going to say then, Luke? Sorry, before
just punching the balls. We just want to see more of that.
More punching in the balls, and TVs dropped on heads. Although in 2022 it'll be slightly different because obviously
it comes sharp, but you might survive. Oh,
bloody hell, that hurt! Oh,
but did you say who you think it might be?
Totally wild prediction. But Leaf Schreiber's back. Cotton Weary is pissed off from being dead since number 3, and he's like, "You didn't even check."
It's a good shout that the original supposed killer, the person who was accused for so long, would come back and actually be the killer. I mean, I'm sure we've seen something like that done before, but
Sidney's dad was annoyed from being like taped up in the cupboard for all the first time for the first movie. It sent him slowly mad.
Yeah, or
it's Lee Schreiber, but it's Lee Schreiber from that picture. It's like he's got a child's body.
It's Lee Schreiber, but as what's his name? Sabretooth.
Sabretooth. That's why he's not got any older. He's
There we go then.
Cool.
So we'll look forward to it. Obviously we'll be doing an episode on it, I expect.
Bonus-ode or bonus-ode?
Oh, I reckon. I'll do a full episode on it, but we'll probably have an erection the whole time. It's the podcasts are getting longer, so it's a long time to maintain it. Well, I'm not Sting.
Tantric podcasting.
Tantric sex. God.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Hope you enjoyed this.
On that note,
let us know what you think the new film's going to be like, if you're looking forward to it, who you think the new killer is going to be, and what the alternative title for it should have been. 5 Cream.
And release.
And release. Right. See you later.
See you later, everyone. Bye.
Bye.